everyone, Tierra here with Gypsyfae Creations. Thanks so much for tuning in. Today's soap is inspired by one of the Spa Retreat fragrances from Brambleberry, and this one is called Clarity. I've also been feeling all the botanicals lately with spring, and so I just wanted to make another low top soap with some botanicals in it. This is going to be fairly simple, but there's quite a few things that I want to do this to jazz it up a bit. So let's just get started. I have my oils here and my lye solution. We're going to mix those two things together. Kaolin clay and coconut milk powder in my oils, sodium lactate and tussa silk in my lye solution. And I really like these ingredients in my soap and how they make them feel. So let's give that a whirl. We'll get that to a light trace. Now that that is all incorporated, I'm going to pour off some of the batter into this little cup. I just want a little bit of an accent color in this soap for the main reason that everything is going to be white in this main part. And then into the little guy, I have mixed together some Enchanted Forest Mica by Mad Micas and some Rainforest by Nurture Soaps. So I'm just going to mix those two together. I'm going to pop in the fragrance, which the notes in this are tomato leaf, red currant, lemon, rosemary, grapefruit, eucalyptus, lavender, and then there are some essential oils of orange basil and fir needle. So there's a lot going on in this fragrance. It has 0% vanillin, which means it should not discolor the soap, and it's supposed to behave very nicely. And I am very intrigued by this fragrance because out of the bottle, it smells a little odd to me. It's supposed to be fruity, but I get like earthy notes in there, and for some reason it reminded me of coffee. I don't know why out of the bottle, so I'm waiting to see what it smells like in soap form, and so I'm going to mix that in by hand. I also have some calendula petals that I'm going to pop inside of the white batter and probably do an in the pot swirl with the green and start pouring. Let's put the calendula petals in there. Tried to cut some of them up so they're not as long, and I totally made a mess of doing all of that, but that's fine. I just don't want them to, I don't know, drag through the soap too much and be very dispersed throughout. So hopefully that worked. Not a lot going in there, just a little bit to add a little bit of design. I'm totally getting the cucumber, the tomato leaf. I think it's because I was stirring the green, I don't know. Or it reminds me of the cucumber soap that I did. I'm getting the tomato leaf in here like hardcore right now. That's definitely coming through. Alright, let's pour this in there. Not going to put it all in there, I'll save some of it for the top. Give this a little swirl with the spatula and then go get mold and start pouring. I'm going to take my spoon for this guy and texturize this as well. When coming up with this design, I had no idea what to expect when Brambleberry said they were coming out with a Spa Retreat line of fragrances. They didn't even give out a sneak peek or what the notes were or anything, which is very unusual, so it was a very big surprise getting these in the mail. Not knowing even where to start until I actually got the fragrances or saw other soap makers getting them. So when I thought Spa Retreat, I was thinking like bamboo and hot rocks and eucalyptus and salts. And so I was going off of that. I was making a Pinterest board of these things, and so a lot of the inspiration is coming from that idea of a spa retreat. So I have these little palm leaves here that are going to go on one side. Also have some jasmine petals, some pink Himalayan sea salt, and some eucalyptus leaf botanicals. They're like cut up and like, they're very fine, they're not whole. So I'm going to start by putting the leaves on. I think I want them to go on their sides like that. And then the other inspiration came from when I actually got the fragrances and I was sniffing them and reading the notes of them. I didn't get the same vibes when I thought Spa Retreat and smelt them. I was getting more like a Veda themed, I don't know, the herbal, Aveda, I don't know, I know it wasn't very Spa Retreat sounding to me. I don't know how to describe what I was going for. I just got very botanical notes going on, lots of green herbals, so that is where I'm going, but I'm kind of like fusing those two together because I want to add like the salts to it and whatnot, but I'm also adding lots of botanicals to these. One more, where are you? There we go. And then for the other side, I will sprinkle on all of these botanicals. I'm really excited to cut this soap. I mean, I'm really excited to cut all my soaps, but I really like how this one is looking. I love green. I just love green so much. So we'll start with the eucalyptus. We'll put on a few of these jasmine petals. I'm going to try and line them up where I'm going to cut them, or not cut them, so that I don't cut them. Hello. And then I will give this a good spray with the rubbing alcohol and let it sit for 24 hours. Alright, let's cut into the Clarity soap. I have turned it on its side, hoping that the botanicals on top don't cause drag marks and that they all fall off, and that is what's happening already just by turning it over on its side. So let's see how it turned out on the inside. I love that color green. Just by mixing those two together, I think it turned out very spa-like, and the little hints of yellow popping out in there. So I gotta be honest about this fragrance. When I first smelled it out of the bottle, it's probably my least favorite one. If anything, I think it was the Tranquility was my favorite. This one was my least. It smelled really weird out of the bottle. Putting it in soap, it opened up a little bit, and I got the tomato leaf in there, and so I liked it a little more. I do like the smell of tomato leaf, although I hate tomatoes and won't eat them. I like the smell of tomato leaf, so got that a little bit more. And now that it has sat in this soap, I am getting more of the citrus notes in there. I have to get a little whiff again, and a little bit more of like the fir. So all those notes are really coming together now that they are in the soap, and it's now my favorite of the 4 fragrances. It smells like summer to me. So one last thing to do to this soap is I have some stamps that are, I don't know if I'm going to use all of them, but I have some stamps that are in the shape of like leaves and flowers, and I thought maybe about doing a little gold botanical stamp on the front. So stay tuned to see that at the end of this video. This will be available on the March 24th. Am I right there? No, March 27th. I swear, guys, I get all my dates mixed up every time. March 27th, this is available. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel and you enjoyed watching me make soap, feel free to subscribe. There is more to come. Any questions or comments, you can leave them for me in the comment section down below. And until next time, I hope you have a very nice day. I will smell you later.